I'm off. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
3-way. Yeah, thanks so much. Really appreciate everything.
Yeah, no worries, man. It's good to have you around.
Yeah,
Yep.
cheers. So I'm sitting here at Toronto Airport, just waiting for my flight to Greece. It's about a week and a half since I finished this half of the canoe trip. And I can honestly say it's been a little bit strange being back in civilization. The first thing is I feel lazy. You know, I went from paddling every day, 9 hours, 10 hours a day, to just not paddling anymore. Another major thing that I noticed is how busy everybody is. I think out there for me, life was simple. The only real concept of time was daytime and nighttime. When I was hungry, I ate. When I was tired, I slept. And I basically just followed a map. So life was simple. And the people I met were friendly. Every single person that I bumped into, I was met with a smile and genuine interest in me and what I was doing and where I was going. I think it's just that with everyone that I met while I was paddling, there was a connection. I think it's easier to have connections with people in that sort of environment. And again, sitting here in the airport, especially here in Toronto Airport, it's like being in another world. It makes me think about how more and more distant we're becoming from nature. Yeah. It's kind of, I don't know, it's hard to put my thoughts into words. But anyway, there's lots that I'm going to reflect on. And not even that I want to, completely natural. Naturally, I think I'm just going to sort of notice a lot of things about humanity. I think after that trip, I was pretty ready to finish. I was ready to finish that trip. 3.5 months of being out there, especially, a lot of that on my own. I was really ready to finish. And it's funny because now that it's been just over a week, I miss it. I do, and I thought that I would. And I'm really, really looking forward to next year. I'm really looking forward to it now. But first, there's so much that I have to do this year. Well, no, there's so much that I have to do before I start next year. And the first thing I'm doing here at the airport is I'm flying to Greece. I'm flying to Greece to host and captain a charter with Warren and Erika from We Sail. And I am so excited about it. I was actually trying hard not to think about this trip while I was canoeing. So we're taking a bunch of patrons out around the Saronic Islands near Athens. I will tell you all a little bit later on how you too can come chartering with us. But for now, let's go to Greece. All right, so 3 flights and 2 trains later, I'm now in Athens. And I think I've just got one more bus to go, or maybe I'll just get a taxi to get to my hotel. It's been a long couple of days, and I'm glad to have finally made it. Pretty tired, so I'm gonna get some sleep. Good morning. All right, I've just woken up in Greece. This is my view from my hotel. It's just, it's not bad. It's the view of the port. But a very funny thing is happening this morning. Complete coincidence. This was not planned. But my mum is in Greece. My mum is in Athens. My mum and her husband Michael. And yeah, complete coincidence. They flew here from New Zealand, and about 2 months ago they said, oh, by the way, we're going to Greece. And I said, hey, I'm going to Greece. And I said, when are you going? They said, end of September. I was like, I'm going to be there end of September. And it turns out that at the exact same time, without planning this at all, we're both in Greece at the same time. So this morning, they're on their way here now to come and say hello and probably go get some breakfast. I hope we're going to get breakfast. I'm hungry. So that's going to be good to see my mum. See my mum and Michael. Yeah.
We've been filmed. We're going to be on the next edition. Oh, you filming this, Tom?
Hello.
Right. Reunion in Greece.
We won't. How lovely to see you. Looking good, fella.
Bit different.
Yeah.
I'm Tom's mum.
And I'm Michael.
See ya, Mum.
See you later.
A remarkable coincidence.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you, Tom.
Nice to meet you. How are you? I'm good. How's your trip been?
All right. So if I haven't said it enough yet, we're here in Greece doing a charter. I'm here in Greece doing a charter with Warren and Erika, and we've got all the guests behind me. And we're just heading to a restaurant for the first night. First night we just got an Airbnb all together, and tomorrow we're going to pick up the boat and head out. So let's get some food. Hello everyone.
Hello.
I'm being captain with these two. There's going to be the three of us. You know, we want you to be involved. If you want to have a turn at doing anything, you know, if there's anything that you want more work on or experience with,
Which is great for us because we
Yeah.
don't want to do a thing, really. So it's good to bring up the anchor. Thank you guys for all coming. This is a long way.
Thank
It's a
you
lot
for
of
making it
work. It
happen.
is amazing to have you guys, old friends, making new friends. You know, like this is amazing. This is exactly what we wanted to do: was pull people together, get some good sailing, you know, make new friends, and just generally have a good time and see beautiful places. So thank you guys for coming here.
If you've subscribed to my channel while I was canoeing across Canada, then maybe you don't know, but I'm a sailboat captain. And at this stage of my YouTube career, my channel is still costing me money to have. My subscriber count is going up perfectly, but my views just aren't quite getting there for my channel to cover its cost. So one way to keep on my feet financially is to host charters a few times a year. I try to do it at least 2 times a year in locations all around the world, whether it be French Polynesia, Greece, Bahamas, the Caribbean, anywhere. The charters are focused around being hands-on, so you can do as little or as much as you like. But I encourage you to get on the helm, to raise the sails, to drop the anchor, just to be a part of the crew and get the feel of what it's like to actually live this lifestyle. And that's exactly what this charter is about. So if you're interested in a charter with me, just keep your ears open because a few times a year, I'm going to release those dates. All right, so this morning I forgot to turn on my microphone, so that's why that happened. But we're back at the dock now. We've been here for a few hours. To be honest with you, it's a little bit disappointing. We picked up the boat yesterday, but we had to come back to the marina today because basically they had a ripped sail. That's the situation we're in. So the guys here are just putting up the sail that got fixed last night and they're just installing it now. Then we're going to head out. And as I was saying this morning when my microphone was off, what we do is we provide these charters to give the experience of what it's like to cruise. So while we're out here, we are swapping, you know, everyone here is having a turn at the helm. Everyone's going to be raising the sail, dropping the anchor, asking questions, as well as having a good time. There's no obligation. You don't have to help in any way if you don't want to, but we encourage it. If you want to learn, if you want to get more of an idea of what it is like to have this lifestyle, then that's what we provide. So yeah, hopefully in the next sort of 10 minutes, we're going to get out of here, and we're 1 day late, but you know our charter begins pretty much now. Let's get into it. So, what do you reckon, Carolyn?
We're doing great. We've not wrecked yet, so that's good.
So we've had a pretty decent sail so far. We've been sailing for maybe an hour and a half, and the plan today is to get to the south end of Poros, an island, and we're going to get to the south end because tonight we're going to get 25 knots of wind coming from the north. So that's the plan for that, and we should be there in probably still got a couple of hours to go.
So we're using Studio brand.
This is a paid promotion?
No. Wait, I'm a sailor, I promise.
All right, we've made it over to Poros, P-O-R-O-S, and we've decided to Medmore, so it means we've put out an anchor out the front and back up to the island, and we tie off both ends to a rock. Apparently illegal to do it to trees, so we're going to 2 rocks either side. So this is what it looks like from the bow. And then this is how close we're going to be to the back end. Tying off this end over here, and the other end over there with Warren. It's going to hold us pretty close in here to the shore. It's going to be a nice little swimming hole. Is that what you say?
Good morning. I was pretending to be a fish, and I was like, bloop, bloop, bloop.
Perfect.
You're welcome.
Okay, good morning. So last night we spent the night here, mid-moored against the bank here, against the cliff. We've got a pretty strong wind coming from the north. So we're going to use that this morning, and we're going to go sailing down to Spetses. I think that's how you say it, Spetses. Spetses. It's another island. It's going to be about 6 hours sailing away, and it's going to be the furthest point that we go on this charter. And so we're going to get there and then just slowly make our way back over the next sort of 4 or 5 days. So that's the plan. We've got 2 people in the water now. We're going to disconnect from the rocks and head off. So let's go. Oh! All right, so this is the island of Spetses behind me here, and it's probably taken about 5 hours so far to get here, but this is where we're going. There's a port in there, so we're going to wander around town today and check out a few restaurants, do a bit of shopping. I think some people want to do some shopping and just check out some local culture, so let's get into that.
progress.
Good morning, day 3 of the charter, and we're still on the island of Spetses, and we woke up this morning and we are now making our way around the western side of the island, and we're going to check out the caves. There's some caves on the southern end which is apparently pretty nice, pretty beautiful, that you can access by boat, so that's where we're going. Come along with us. Whee! I'm not sure if you can see me, but yeah, this cave just comes in here and it opens up. It's pretty cool area. I'm not sure if this GoPro is doing it justice, but yeah, it's pretty cool. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Nice. No.
Captain.
Welcome, American.
Roger. Okay, it's recording.
It wasn't recording that whole time?
No.
Why?
We got to do this all
I
over
forgot to
again.
push the record button.
No, that'll do it.
Freaking amateur. Well, we're here. We got anchored
We're in
after
Hydra.
about 2 hours. Mostly Tom and
How was that though? It's
Yeah, it's alright.
I don't know what to say.
It's hard to do it a second time.
Alright. So we're gonna take 2, but y'all get the first little disc.
Wow, maybe
Wait,
we're
what?
gonna have to turn this into a take 3.
We're gonna take 3 this one. Finally made it to shore in Hydra. It was a bit of a wild,
It was a shit show, let's just say it, like-
Wild West. It's
yeah.
something that we've never been doing ever before. Like
You don't stack boats on boats
No.
in
No.
most places in the world. Here they're like, yeah, just fucking
No
belly
problem.
up. Everybody's
I think
happy.
everyone's
But there
very
were boats
happy.
going everywhere. There was, like normally there'd be a lineup, but here they just
Yeah.
come in and
They just come in.
all
Yeah.
over the place. Yeah,
Right,
there was no
honestly.
like system.
No.
So this was one of the weirdest, craziest, chaotic marinas I've ever been to. And me being my first time sailing in Greece, I just assumed it was turn-by-turn basis, coming into the marina one at a time, patiently. But man, was I wrong. But not only the lack of patience, but actually the med-mooring as well. So med-mooring is when you put an anchor out and then you reverse back and you tie off to the dock. Normally, it's finished then. But in this case, they do it again and again and again. With the first boat tying to the dock, the second one is tying to those boats, tied to the dock, and then there's sometimes even a third line where those boats are tied to the boats, which are tied to the boats tied to the dock. But remember, every one of those boats has an anchor out and a chain out. So you've got this crazy amount of anchors and chain all out in the same place, all tangled. Nobody knows who went first, who went last. So everybody has to leave more or less at the same time. If you know there's another boat that has their anchor crossed over yours, you got to let them know they've got to leave first, then you. So when we first got to the marina, I patiently waited because there were 2 boats that had their anchors wrapped around each other. So here I am just sitting there waiting. But little did I know that here in Greece, everybody basically just doesn't care and was just going around me, between me and the boat. So once we did get our spot and we were tied off, it was so entertaining just to sit on the bow and watch the chaos. It was far better than any television show I've ever seen.
Needless to say, that was quite the experience, and I'm glad we did it.
Yeah, it was good. Everybody's happy. We're in here and it's beautiful.
It is really pretty. Let's go exploring.
Agreed.
Okay.
Let's go look around.
So after our perfect evening of just walking around the village, eating beautiful food and ice cream, in the morning we ran the gauntlet out of the marina, and luckily our chain wasn't wrapped up with anyone. Must have had a good captain. So we sailed around 6 nautical miles west to an island called Dokos, where we found this amazing little cove where we spent the day playing music, singing, dancing, swimming, paddleboarding, and a little bit of jumping in the water. Captain Bree,
Yes, sir.
where are we? Where are we going?
We're in the middle of no wind, no tide, the Med.
Perfect.
The sailing is a little difficult because there is no sailing. Very treacherous. Yes.
Good morning. So this morning we got up at the island of Dokos, and it is a beautiful day. There's no wind, but there's we're just motoring, but there's something about just these crystal clear days where there's just not a breath of wind, and the surface just glowing, and yeah, so peaceful. Even though the motors are running, there's something about it. Stunning. So we just stopped in the middle of nowhere here, and well, not in the middle of nowhere, we stopped in between these islands, and it was about 130, 140 meters deep, and we just couldn't resist. We all just jumped in and had a little swim around. It was like just being in a swimming pool. Beautiful. So right now we are heading towards Poros. We're going to spend a night there. Today is Thursday, so tonight in Poros, and then tomorrow night in Aegean, and then returning the boat Saturday morning. That's the plan. It is beautiful. That's it, work it.
I'm not working shit. I'll clean it. I'll put it in there.
Nothing compares to you.
All right, Capitan.
All right.
In charge.
We need, what's our next thing?
Anchor person?
Anchor person.
Can I get 2 people on the anchor?
Oh, Captain, my Captain, yes.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
See you again.
That's it. Today is Friday, so we got one more night and we're going to go to Aegean, which is another island in between here and Athens, where from there it should be about, I think from memory it's about 10 miles from Aegean back to the marina where we're going to drop off the boat, so we can do that tomorrow morning. Probably leave at about 7 and get there about 9:30. That's the plan.
I know forever, I know.
So once again, please like, share, subscribe, and say hi in the comments below. And if you want to support my channel in a bigger way, then please consider becoming a patron, where you'll get first opportunity to come sailing with me, just like you saw in this video. You'll get real-time updates. You can join the patron-only WhatsApp group where you can ask questions and get real-time answers. You'll get my Garmin link where you can see where I am in real time when the second half of the canoe trip starts, and much more. Becoming a patron really does keep this journey going and the videos coming each week. And none of this would be possible otherwise. Just click the link in the description below. And don't forget to check out my swag store at www.whatintheswag.com and get yourself some merch. It all helps me more than you know. If you're here each week just tuning in to watch my video, then I humbly thank you for that also. It all helps me. So hopefully in the near future, with the help of you guys, my channel can at least start paying for itself. So on that note, I want to give you guys an opportunity to come sailing with me. It's September of 2026 in French Polynesia. This charter is going to be focused on hands-on sailing. If you want it, you don't have to. You're welcome just to sit back and drink a cocktail. So it's going to be a 1-week adventure, and 3 of those days are going to be swimming with whales. So we're doing everything that French Polynesia has to offer, from sailing, swimming, island life, island food, culture, but the bonus is 3 days of swimming with humpback whales. So if that is something that you want to join me on, then please, please, please get in touch and let's lock this in. Send me an email to frenchpolynesia2026@gmail.com and I can send you an information pack. That is frenchpolynesia2026@gmail.com. So get in touch, let's get this thing locked in. So thank you all from the bottom of my heart for watching, and I'll see you next week.